the world's most prestigious art auctions. Investing in luxury art. Auction houses are one of the stops in a luxurious and glamorous life. With a number of priceless artworks getting sold each year, the art auction market is still thriving well in the modern times as well. There are various auction houses all around the world, but there are few prestigious auction houses that hold the most expensive of auctions every year. Welcome back to WowLux. In this video, we'll be focusing on the luxury art auctions. Whenever an auction house announces its next auction, there are a number of bidders lining up to grab a chance to get hold of the prized artworks they put up for sale. If you enjoy more content like this, feel free to subscribe to WowLux. And don't forget to click on the bell icon to get notified right away. This video features a list of the most prestigious auction houses in the world. With the growing number of online platforms available to do your shopping online, you'd think the auction market is also modernizing itself and going online. You'd be surprised to know that despite the opportunities provided by these auction houses, art brokers and collectors alike enjoy making a good in-person bid. Let's see what the top auction houses in the world are. Christie's. Founded in 1766 by James Christie in London, Christie's is one of the oldest auction houses in the world. Now, after more than 250 years, Christie's remains the busiest auction house. At present, it's under the holding company, Groupe Artemis of Francois Pinault, after Christie's was bought in 1988. Including the main premises at King Street, St. James's in London, Rockefeller Center in New York City, and Alexandra House in Hong Kong, the auction house has around 85 offices in 43 countries. Apart from the main premises, Christie's has 14 sale rooms located in some of the biggest cities in the world, including Amsterdam, Geneva, Milan, Paris, Dubai, and Shanghai. My main expertise lies with artworks, jewelry, antiques, fashion items, and real estate. Some of the notable auctions conducted by Christie's throughout history include Leonardo da Vinci Salvator Mundi, sold for $450.3 million in 2017, and the most expensive artwork ever sold at auction. Francis Bacon's Three Studies of Lucian Freud, sold for $142.4 million in 2013. Fubayoshi's landscape inspired by Duffer's poetic sentiments, sold for $7.78 million in 2009 by Christie's Hong Kong, and Bugatti Royal Automobile, auctioned off for £5.5 million. Stan, one of the most complete Tyrannosaurus Rex skeletons in the world, was sold at Christie's in 2020 for $31.8 million, setting a world record for fossil ever sold at auction. Some other notable artworks auctioned by Christie's are Pontormo's portrait of a halberdier, Claude Monet's La Bassine aux Nymphéas, Pablo Picasso's Nude, Green Leaves and Bust and Tête. One of Amedeo Modiglian is limestone sculptures. Sotheby's, the oldest company recorded in the New York Stock Exchange. Sotheby's was already running the business in 1744. Established by Samuel Baker in London on the 11th of March 1744, the company originally focused on old books and manuscripts. From the 1760s to the 1980s, the firm went through several title changes with different partnerships, finally becoming Sotheby's in 1983. Over time, the auction house spread its focus on antiques, coins, and in recent days on artworks, diamonds, automobiles, wine, jewelry, and real estate. Sotheby's was the first auction house to go international, with its expansion to New York in 1955. As of 2021, the company has around 80 locations in 40 countries all around the world, including their sales rooms in New York, London, Hong Kong, Philadelphia, Paris, Geneva, and Singapore. In a year, Sotheby's conducts around 250 auctions in about 70 categories. Here's a list of notable sales conducted by Sotheby's. Andy Warhol's Orange Marilyn sold for $17.3 million in 1998. Pablo Picasso's Durham Chat sold for $95 million in 2006. Gunol Lioness, a limestone statue of a lion from ancient Mesopotamia, sold for $57 million. The last remaining copy of the Magna Carta, which was 710 years old, sold for $21.3 million, and the Patek Philippe Henry Graves Super Complication sold for $23.98 million, making it the most expensive pocket watch to ever auctioned. Some of the other remarkable artworks auctioned at Sotheby's include French painter Claude Monet's Mules, Pablo Picasso's Phemesis, a version of the painting The Scream, Alberto Giacometti's Il Home Qui Mashai, the statue, and Marc Rothko's abstract painting White Center. Phillips is a British auction house founded by Harry Phillips, who had been clerk under the founder of Christie's in London in 1796. As of now, the auction house is owned by the Mercury Group, a Russian company specializing in luxury goods. In its first year itself, it held 12 auctions, and now, it is one of the best auction houses in the world. Phillips is mostly famous for its expertise in 20th century and contemporary artworks, designs, jewels, watches, and photographs. With its headquarters being in Berkeley Square in London and Park Avenue in New York, the auction house has locations in some major cities like Hong Kong, Geneva, Los Angeles, Paris, Antwerp, and Copenhagen. Phillips is a leading place for both buyers and sellers who major in modern, contemporary, post-war, American, and Latin American works of art, as well as photographs, jewels, and watches. Phillips auctions of paintings from Queen Marie Antoinette's estate and the household item from Napoleon Bonaparte are notable acts that gained them international recognition. Chagall's La Peur sold for $7.4 million. Avedon's portraits of the Beatles sold for £809,000, and the 19th century photographs Gustave Legray and George Robinson Fodden respectively sold for £327,000 and $189,000, are some of the most notable auctions conducted by Phillips in the recent years. Heritage Auctions. As one of the most recently established auction houses, Heritage Auction, co-founded by Steve Ivey and Jim Halperin in 1976, stands as the third largest auction house in the world, competing with giants in the industry like Sotheby's and Christie's. Heritage Auction is the largest US-founded auction house, and its headquarters are located in Dallas, Texas. It is one of the largest collectible houses. The auction house is going strong in the online market as well, with over 1 million registered online bidders. The main focus in their auctions goes to rare coins, vintage comics, Western arts, decorative and illustrative arts, as well as war memorabilia and jewelry, and watches. Apart from its Dallas headquarters, there are sales rooms in Beverly Hills, Chicago, New York, London, Hong Kong, and major European countries like Belgium, Germany, and France. One of the most remarkable aspects of the auction house is, despite having locations all around the world, most of its sales come from online transactions. Among the notable auctions of the Heritage Auctions, a rare 1943 Lincoln cent sold for $204,000 in 2019. An original 1930 ink on paper drawing from Tintin in the Land of the Soviets, the first Tintin comic book, Wayne T. Bode's Blueberry Custard, sold for $3.225 million in 2019, and Joseph Christian Lee Indecker's Beat Up Boy, Football Hero, sold for $4.12 million, are worth to be mentioned. In 2022, Heritage Auctions broke their own record for the highest priced concert poster, with a Beatles 1966 Shea Stadium poster, which was sold for $275,000. The record was previously set for Hank Williams' 1953 concert in Canton, Ohio. Bonhams is one of the oldest and largest auction houses in the world. It was founded in 1793 by the union of Thomas Dodd and Walter Bonham. Within a few decades from the foundation, Bonhams was dealing with all kinds of antique jewelry, porcelain, armor, furniture, and wine. In recent times, they focus more on fine arts, collectibles, and other antiques, as well as modern arts, watches, and jewelry. Conducting more than 280 sales a year in over 60 collecting areas, the auction house has spread its business in all the regions of the world. Headquarters are located in New Bond Street, London, and the auctions are held in their worldwide locations in 25 countries, including New York, Los Angeles, San Francisco, Hong Kong, Edinburgh, Paris, Sydney, and Singapore. Over the years, Bonhams has acquired a number of foreign auction houses, including the Skinnering in New England and some other European ones in Sweden and Denmark. Here are some of the notable auctions conducted by Bonhams over the years. The list includes Leonard Suguharu Fujit's La Fête d'Anniversaire, sold for £7 million in 2018. Fragonard's Portrait of Francois Henry, Fifth Duc d'Harcourt, sold for £17.1 million in 2013. Nikolai Roerich's Madonna Laboris, sold for £7.89 million in 2013. And a deep blue Trombino diamond ring, which was sold for £6.2 million. In the collection, there are some highly prized vehicles, like a 1962-63 Ferrari 250 GTO Berlinetta, a 1954 Mercedes-Benz W196 rupees, and a Vincent Black Lightning from 1948. In recent years, a number of Asian, mostly Chinese auction houses have also joined the competition. China Guardian, Poli, Romban, Beijing Council, and Beijing Yubo are some of those. China Guardian is one of the best places to go with the best of Chinese arts. Not stopping with all kinds of Chinese paintings, including ink and oil paintings. They also have a good expertise in calligraphy, furniture, porcelain, and sculptures. China Guardian is leading the Asian auction market with their influence in numerous Asian cities, including Tokyo, Hong Kong, and Taiwan. They also have shown their dominance in other major cities in the world, like London, Los Angeles, and Chicago. With that, we've come to the end of our journey through luxury auction houses in the world. Thank you for watching the video. Subscribe for more content like this.